Okie dokie. Did I adjust the... Yeah, I adjusted the volume. I feel like I need to pull the sound up a little bit. Probably about there. All right.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 Seed Seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Carteneau. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
For
forest.
the elementals!
Blue Alice and Red Alphino.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have contended with two beast tribes, The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and wont to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently, at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, and change observed at roughly the time they summon their primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will it take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them, then? Oh, Alice, it's interesting seeing you not have anything to say forever. All right, next was Ul'dah, last was Limsa, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of the recommended order to things. Chamber of Ja Rule.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Hurrah! Rauban!
Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Raoban? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the Inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn! Forsooth!
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Amolja, the beast tribe that worship the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet of these past 5 years, the Guardians have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amolja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Odans send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition, which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. Yeah, top to bottom. Gridania, Ul'dah, and then Limsa, Luminsa. Boy, I sure look forward to 100 hours of him being an utter insufferable prick. Here to attend the remembrance service? Be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilfir's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt Pirate and Maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all!
Long live the Admiral! Admiral Mervyn!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
Should expect it at this point. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. If the beast tribes' presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Liminson's backyard. And that is to say not of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blade and watch. If the Liminsons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect they will soon take their decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my word, the Maelstrom Strata. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched in deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. But will you sail with the Admiral? Alright, you little prick. I'll see you in sometime after Titan. Endo, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say. What coincidence? Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Company. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Oh. I will do this next thing, and then I'll go do my level 20 quest for the Marauders Guild. Some people let fame swell to their heads, but I believe that yours will remain in proportion and firmly attached to your body. That it will, Tataru. And I'm not gonna lie, I believe my own hype playing this game for years. Alright, first things first. Let me change behind the scenes. Lianger. The destruction that visited this land cannot be attributed to the forces of the Empire alone. Worm of Midnight, Breath. Okay, I think this is the same one. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay, so this is the same one from before. Yeah, because Brent's still here. We'll see if it changes after this. I should join the Immortal Flames just to see what they do after 2.55. The Flame General's a passionate man, and his word, no, yeah, that's what he said. Right, cool. Oh, internet. Welcome back, Endo. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Each nation is beset with problems. I trust you will see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Endo. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decisions? Go and level up so you're high enough to reach the next quest. Oh wait, this isn't 2.0 anymore. Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers the advice.
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
How was the Admiral's speech? But you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? That's the spirit, lad. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made. It is time to add your names to our rolls. Make your way to the Maelstrom Command back in Limsa. The company you keep, Maelstrom. The Maelstrom recruitment officer seems eager to welcome you to Limsa Lumen's grand company. 'Tis on the upper deck, in case you have forgotten. I will send word to our personnel officer to expect you. The duties of the Maelstrom officer can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you will not regret the choice. May your passage be swift and your bearing sure. What do you got to say, Manfilia? With the power you possessed, there'll be those who wish you... Okay, that's what you're saying. Alright, now my question is... Has there been any other change now? Are we still looking? If Brant's still there... All's still... Yeah, okay, so... Nothing's changed as of yet. Alright. Before I do that, I'm going to... What quest level is that? 20 still. I'm gonna go knock out the mountain that strides. Axemaster Rinzone requires your assistance with a troubling development. Endo, there is trouble afoot. Do you recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kujata? The boy's grandfather, Nedard, but recently contacted us with worrisome news. Young Siddard has gone missing. There have been sightings of Kujata in the area, and it would seem that the child felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you are familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I would have you attend to this matter. My sister, Solquib, awaits you at Bismarck. She has been appraised of the situation and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action. I'm like, at where now, boss? Culinary. Ow. Endo, I assume you are here to discuss the missing child and not to sample a bowl of mutton stew. First things first, I would advise against rushing off to peer under every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. First things first, oh wait, nope. Okay, just a bit of a lag there. I suggest we head to Red Rooster's stead and learn what more we can from old Nedard. Yeah, from the mist, which I didn't unlock, so... I'll do that later. Oh. I love that a ladybug jumped in. Like, I got you, bud! Alright, it was a monster. Okay. So that's done. Pretty sure this is for the mist, isn't it? Yeah, I'll hold off on that. Yeah, I could have gotten here a little bit quicker if I had the shortcut from exiting the mist, but I just assumed. I'll leave the talking to you, Endo. Thank the God you're here. Seems me grandson is set on causing naught but trouble for ye. But surely you keen on why the lad is feeling hold on, let's start that over again. But surely you're keen how the lad's feeling, how he's boiling with hate for that murderous beast. And the last time when you came along like an avenging angel and showed him the strength of your steel, well, you lit a fire in his belly. He must have got it in his head to take revenge on the beast itself, daft little bugger. And he rode. Once he heard Kujar has been spotted near Earpunk, why, he shot through the door like an arrow from a bow, and I ain't seen him since. I beg of ye, find me my little Sigurd, afore he gets himself stomped to death. And that big bastard Auroch has spilled more than enough of me kin's blood. Our course is clear. We must set out for Aleport at once. An old acquaintance of mine, Farstum, Humping in my head. There we go. An old acquaintance of mine, Farstum, often stands guard at the port gates. He might know something of the lad's whereabouts. I got it. There we go. Now I got it. Have I seen a boy wandering about himself? As a matter of fact, me and my fellow gate guard here just watched a young lad trapezing off to the north. We were arguing whether or not to abandon our post and bring the child back ourselves. Large packs of jackals have been prowling the wilds of late, so if you means to head after him, pray do so quickly. Hells, I might even pass along word to the Marauders Guild. Hell, I'll even pass word along to the Marauders Guild. You'll be better off with an extra blade or two at your back. Sigurd's water skin. Oh no, it's a level 18 bird. Whatever shall I do? Okay, dust bats, hedge balls. Oh, that was the last one I needed to do. The hedge wall. Alright. Have you found any signs of Sigurd? Sigurd's water skin and his satchel. Okay. To be called a proper satchel, this would need an arm strap and a bottom. The water skin is filled with more holes than with water. He must have been in desperate hurry indeed to cast away his belongings in such a careless manner. I myself came across this wooden axe, a tool the lad took from the stead, perhaps? Gods below! Endo, over there! Yeah, that thing is pretty damn big. I'ma come fuck you up soon, bud. So keep your neck clean for me. Good old stone skin. Step aside! More fellas on step aside. Rah! Okay. We're in the zone. He breathed yet. Then I'm coming for you soon, boy. We withdraw to Red Rooster's stead. Follow my lead, Endo. Red Rooster stead. Back. Oh yeah, back. What is the easiest way? I think that the best way is going to be, unfortunately. Wait. Yeah, I'll ride this back to Limsa. Okay, well, yeah, I guess I'll just walk back in like a plebeian. And then I'll take the teleporter. See, now I kind of wish I had taken the quest for the miss. I'm probably going to this time. Simply because then I could go to the miss and exit out of the miss from here and save travel time. Why did I walk past the Choco Porter? I really gotta stop with the drugs. That's why I can't use the Choco Porter to go where I want to. Or I could have at least taken... I'm almost positive there's a Choco Port. Choco... Yeah. I could have at least taken the Chocobo spot. Nah, I'll still take it anyways. Because I know I'm going to have to come back over here, I think, for potentially 25 and or 30. And if nothing else, I know the MSQ brings me back here to talk to Dickhead with the rock splitting contest. So, first order of business, talk to you. Second order of business, take quest. I must concentrate. Pray do not disturb me. You brought him home. I don't have words to thank ye. The lad's past the worst part. He struck his head in the fall, though, and it may be some time before he opens his eyes. Thank you for coming, brother. If you hadn't scared those jackals when you did. I have not to earn your thanks. When I learned the situation from airport, I realized the dangers were greater than I had anticipated. No single marauder could have hoped to fend off such a numbers in time. I mean, I kind of did, but it's because I was cheating. Pray accept my apologies, Niddard. You turned for us to help, and yet your grandson now lies before you broken and battered. You risk your lives to save little Sigurd, or how is a man supposed to find fault with that? It's me you ought to be begging your forgiveness for the wounds ye took protecting me foolish boy. You needn't concern yourself with our well-being. Our training prepares us for such eventualities. There is not more we can accomplish here, Endo. It is time to return to the guild and focus on other tasks. That damn calamity. I tell you, I lost me wife, me son, and me daughter-in-law in the aftermath. If it weren't for me grandson, I don't reckon I'd have much reason to linger on. Alright, now... yeah, it's over here. Where is it? It's over there. I don't think I can go back to Limsa from it, but I can go from Limsa to here. Blah, 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 blah. Sure. It doesn't matter. Yep. There are no houses open here, are there? I couldn't get a house anyways. I'm not... You have to go do Grand Company stuff. Spoil traders, picker of locks. Alright. Sky Pirate spoils. Yeah, I should be able to exit from here. Leave residential district, yeah. Yeah, because I know I have to come back over here because of the MSQ during the whole trial of blah, blah, blah. The whole lead up to Titan. So, I mean, by then I'll have a mount, but it's still just slightly easier than traveling all that by myself. Ooh. Apparently got one view. Alright. Back to the Marauder's Nest. I'm glad the lad will live, but I fear this will not be the last time Sigurd abandons caution in his thirst for vengeance against Kujata. The wound in his heart festers and seethes, feeding his impatience at our seeming inaction. But we must not think ill of the boy. Instead, let his helpless rage be a spur to our efforts. I say again, Endo, Kujata will fall by your hands, and I will shape you into the deadly weapon you need to be. Burr, 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 burr. Okay, so this is... And I have... That's right, I have those, this... I have those gloves that are better. Okay, do this, do that. Do this, do this. There we go, I got my glove, yeah. Cool. Alright, so I leave that alone until 25, because I'm almost positive... I know we have to go to Costa del Sol at some point. I just don't know if that is for the unlock for warrior or something else. Doesn't matter. Let us continue with the MSQ. Hail, adventurer. What business have you at Maelstrom Command? I'm here to enlist if you'll have me. Then, well met, and welcome to the Maelstrom. I'll need your name for the role, so... Wait a minute. You're him, aren't you? Endo Ebenfall. You're just as our recruitment officer described. Glad to have you aboard, friend. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of the several... Sir? Sir! What is it, Private? And this better had been important. Sir, we've received a report from the lookout in Lower Lenosa, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind Skyway airship. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and it appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Damn it! We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down at the coast skirmishing with the fishbacks. Ebenfall, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lenosha is correct, the airship will come down in a territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are survivors, we must reach them before the Gallians do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. Orders, mate. Where's Cedarwood? Cedarwood. Oh, look, another reason for me to go to the Mist. Good thing I actually did that. Residential districts. You're a bum. Yeah, I'm assuming that there's not a single free house. Oh no. Small for 3.7 million. Another small. Yeah, there's some houses. Yeah, cool. Oh, what am I doing? Go back this way. Then we exit the residential district. Leave the residential district. Lower Lenosha. Well, am I glad that I did that. As I'd have been pissed if I'm like, I'll do it later. I don't need to now. Oh yeah, I need to get adventure. What are you doing here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. Well, good thing none of them are looking in this direction, as we very obviously run away. Alright, Biggie Smallpox. Maelstrom Command sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't have a uniform. Be at ease. We are of the Maelstrom. You are a Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported an attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Evanfall. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland works. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secret of Magitech belongs in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Erusian savages. We're taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crime. Scouting party from Castromocidens, I'd say. Seems they want your ship, engineer. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring. She really was. Till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. All right, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife in the gut. But they are not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. What say you, Ebonfall? Ready to give those curs a hiding? Like a tidal wave, lads. Charge! An ambush! To arms! Run up like a goon. He's got flash. Savages, you cannot stand against the might of the Empire. You're the only one left, my homie. This is going long enough. Oh, you like show up. They're like 6 miles away. Pigs! Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how does she look, anyway? The auxiliary propeller is dead. As a dead loss. But I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for the scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Ebonfall, you're free to return to Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform command of your part of the part you played today. I just wanted to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if it hadn't been for you, them and the Maelstrom lads, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now, and I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. Nope, they're still on a cooldown. I'm not walking back. Welcome back, Ebenfall. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what you are capable of after your proper introduction into Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction, till C swallows all. The personnel officer stands ready to complete your induction into the ranks. Let us start afresh, shall we? You are welcome here, Endo Ebenfall. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what you will be joining. A grand company is more than a simple collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state. To form a united military force capable of standing against a nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting threats posed by primals and the Gallian Empire, and solving the many problems caused by the calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is Limsa Lominsa afloat, and on whatever heading the Chief Admiral Merylwyn Blofusween sees fit to set. As part of the Grand Vessel's crew, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorably, lad, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with the talk of ship and oar, let me put it another way. A Maelstrom soldier's labors till his last breath, fights till his last drop of blood. We give our all in service to this nation, and no less is expected of you. Ebenfall, it is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom's ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? What skills I have are yours till sea swallows all. Ah, yes, the many and varied skills of an adventurer. I've no doubt that your travels have furnished you with such a knowledge as will prove invaluable to our cause. Endo Ebenfall, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve Limsa Lominsa well till sea swallows all. Pardon me. Can you hear Endo? Can you hear me, Endo? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contracted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Ebenfall. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintances of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a man of the storm, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. No rest for the wicked, eh? Before you make yourself scarce, I recommend having a word with Cat Commander Riki. Might be worth your while. You know, the moderator chocobo. Burr, 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 burr. Good, I need it so I can get my mount. Storm Private 3rd Class. I do hope that one day they actually increase the ranks on this again. Alright. My little chocobo. Rashat Riki suggests you look into having a personal chocobo issued. Well, if it isn't Private Ebenfall, I must say the tale of your deeds have been an inspiration to the troops. Our duties take us wide, and I'll wager you've slogged across quite a few malms of countryside on naught but your own 2 feet. Such a sterling soldier and Maelstrom deserves his own steed. Let us see about having one issued. All you need to obtain a Storm Chocobo's issuance by exchanging company seals with a quartermaster. Once you have done this deed, present it to Fragim, and she'll see you saddled up with your own trusty bird. Almost positive that they gave you nothing. So I have to go back to get the things for the... If I do the roulette, what do I... Go away. How much do I get? I get 310. I get more than that because I need a tank. I'm just going to do a dungeon. That way I don't have to go anywhere. Hmm. Dumbass. Sorry. There we go. Now I can get the issuance. And there's not much else. Actually, this is better. Present issuance to Bragan, which it's not that one. It's the Zephyr Gate. So out the Zephyr Gate and back in to minimize how much. It's probably the same distance, honestly. Nah, it's gonna be a little bit shorter. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your Chocobro. Chocobroette. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed some coming of his master. Now, to make this official, you'll want to give up your noble steed a name. Where? I wonder if you always get a boy chocobo. Where? Bye. I'll never see you again. I dare say he likes his name. Here's your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it, your feathered friend will come. But do forgive him if he's wont to respond to your summons in a crowded city or areas filled with infested monsters' lairs. Yeah, they're not gonna mess around. Yeah, until I hit. I think you need to be at a certain level. I don't think I can get mine to fight yet, can I? I'm gonna find out. Because I think you have to go so far in the MSQ in order to get the Chocobo quest. Yeah, that's for that. You're the bum. Or there's... Oh no, there's also a quest you've got to do. Was it you? Not a material girl. I think this might be it. I think this might be the precursor. I'm not 100 on it. Living in a material world, 'cause I am not a material girl. Well, not a girl, period, but still. Oh, wait, no. Oop. Hey. That's the precursor that lets you do this. That then lets them later on give you that quest. So I'm gonna do that. God, those direct teleports are so good. I mean, don't get me wrong, once I eventually learned about catching the boat to Vesper Bay, life was a lot better, but still. It was one whole character that I walked on foot here every time, or rode. Oh yeah, does this work now? It does. Okay, Tatara, you got anything new to say? Nope. The Bleeder of the Pack. Good lord, I just saw the quest name for the Marauders. Oh, we have changed because Papalimo and Ida are here. Following the calamity, each nation's armed forces underwent large-scale restructuring centered upon its grand company. In Gridania, the Order of the Twin Adder absorbed... Oh, I hit a button I did not want to on my remote. absorbed both the Wood Whalers and the God's Quivers, while the Minzian enacted a complete merger of the Maelstrom and the Knights of the Barracuda. Ul'dah is the odd one out, having made no notable changes to its armed forces. As before, and in spirit of the Sultanate, each entity remains a certain degree of independence. Let me see, if I have this one right, you're an adventurer who's a scion and a storm? How do you keep track of everything? Must be fun pairing up with lots of different people. Though me, I'm always with Papalimo. Come to think of it, why am I always with Papalimo? Hey, my buddy Thancred, what have you got to say? The incident with the traitor still weighs heavily on everyone's mind, the Flame Generals most of all. And although he cannot be expected to know what evil lurks in the hearts of every man under his command, the revelation is nevertheless a devastating blow to his authority. Even so, it warns in saying you should not let this tragedy color your opinion of the man. In all my years working with the Flame General, I've never had reason to doubt his capacity to lead. Alright. Oh, Brandon's over here still. Oh wait, Brandon and Brant are two different people. Hey, ain't you the lad that rowed the boat in Limsa with me? It is you, ain't it? Glad to see you've found a good home. What am I doing here? Well, I hear tell one of me brothers came through not long ago. Looks like me. Just missed him, though. Okay, so that's who Brant is. Okay. I ain't seen either one since the calamity. Didn't even know if they were still alive. But after running into folk who swore they knew me time and again, I reckon they had to be out there somewhere. I've been traveling and peddling in the hopes of finding me brothers ever since. If you see a fellow that looks like me, let him know that Brennan's looking for him, would you? Leovin. Have we met somewhere before? You must be quite the accomplished adventurer to be welcome into these halls. Me? No one's ever expected much of me, and so far, I've done a fine job of living down to the expectation. I've been chatting with Persevanes, and we both swear there was another member of our crew. We still ain't figured it out to prove who he was. But just ye wait and see. It won't be long before everybody sees us for the heroes we is. Ooh, I have a feeling that's not gonna go quite the way that you want it to go. It's a little disappointing. All right, repair inventories. 10 items repaired, 2 items repaired, 1. Okay, well, I guess I can use this opportunity to sell these. Also going to sell these, even though I can throw them on the market. I'm not going to be bothered. Okay. I'm not sure I grasp the purpose of these remembrance ceremonies. Whether you remember or rewrite the past, what does it matter? It isn't as though you can repeat it. Our present-day enemies ought to be serve as sufficient motivations. Don't you think? The only lesson I believe we should take from the calamity is that far greater threats can and will appear. I hear you pledge yourself to a grand company. Me? I don't think I could do it. I'd never feel like one of them, no matter what the recruiter says. Oh, I missed it. Good thing I went back this way. I mean, I had to. We will continue to focus our investigations, continue to focus our efforts on investigating the primals. The Amolja are not the only tribe that has succeeded in summoning its deity. Fate shall be thy guide. When your purpose becomes one, once again shall our past lead us here. Our city of learning is not but shadows. Ere the light of dawn breaketh, shall we follow whither the sand blows. Blah blah blah. Okay. Alright, that's caught up with everybody. Welcome back, Endo. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Yeah, see, that's supposed to be the things like, oh, you can get your mount now. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time in putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tales of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Endo. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you already have met them. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Hey, Biggs and Wedge. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service! I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we need the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of the Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given the chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Stealth management. Oh, cool! I can actually... You know what? I might have to burst through the rest of my quest just so I can become a warrior. Minfilia needs you to investigate the sylphs. Yeah, because it's after this that you can become a warrior.
Having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Your mission is to make contact with the sylphs with the ultimate goal of finding a peaceful resolution to the threat posed by Ramu. Be fairly warned, the sylphs are unique people to say the least, and you may find yourself bewildered by their customs at first. You know that Ida and Palpalimo will be on hand to support your endeavors. Kind of a dare you. All right then. Drag that. Put that there. A thrill of battle. I'm almost at home, gang. Yeah, I'm going to. I am going to turn in self-management, and then, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to go. Grant you passage through the White Wolf Gate. I know, is it not? I've been following your exploits with great interest. You have served them so means well, but I believe your greatest accomplishments are yet to come. It is with such lofty expectations that I would grant you passage beyond Gridania's own White Wolf Gate. Take this pass and show Franchimont It's like two. Take it to Franny, the gatekeeper. Gird yourself well for battle to come. I am sure the news of your deeds will reach me again before long. We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the scions once more if we are to... beg pardons. It is a terrible habit of mine to think out loud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, first things first, I'm going to go turn this in, then I'm going to go finish up the quest line for the Marauders, as much as I wanted to do it at level appropriate. Only those possess the gate pass may travel through the White Wolf Gate. It is for your own good. The fearsome beasts that lurk would tear an unprepared adventurer from limb from limb. White Wolf Pass, a writ of passage granting free passage through the otherwise off-limits White Wolf Gate. You have papers. Let's see now. Yes, everything appears in order. Go in safety, Endo. In the future, should you wish to pass through, you need only say the word. There we go. Now I can go out that gate. I think it also adds it to the teleport, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Now I will return in Avengers Doomsday. Wait, no. Yes, killed. What am I doing? Marauders. The bleeder of the pack. Axemaster Rinzoan wishes to set for you a trial that will hone your strength to skills to Axemaster Rinzoan wishes to set for you a trial that will hone your strength and skill to even greater heights. Endo, our near disastrous encounter with the pact that follows Kujata has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming numbers of the beast was beyond aught I had imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. And if we cannot dispatch the pact, then Kujata remains beyond our reach. Thus, I have prepared for you a trial that shall unleash your deepest reserves of destructive strength. As before, Solkawib awaits you at Bismarck to guide you on your path. Do not squander this opportunity to grow, Endo. The pride of the guild itself, rides on the keen edge of your axe. The leader of the pact. Culinary Guild. I mean, I did pretty good, but again, real world scenario wouldn't have been as smooth. You've heard from my brother? Pride of the guild, eh? My brother has placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems. But from what I have witnessed, if any marauder has the skill and determination to put down Kujata, then it is you. And there is, of course, the matter of Sigurd's vengeance. You don't want to disappoint the poor boy now, do you? Let us be about the trial, Endo. I shall meet you at Salt Strand in Lower Lenosha, where your training is to take place. Well, naturally, I will be there. Without me, you'll likely forget to tend your wounds and bleed to death. I'm pretty sure that's down at, yeah. The bleeder of the pact. Alright, then. Oh yeah, except I have a mount now. Interesting, so it's a different pose depending on the race. Because the Highlander, at least my main, stands up. When I fell for the bleeder of the pact. It is an instance fight. Well, this should be the place. I don't see... Ah! Do you sense that encroaching aura of violence, Endo? Pray unlimber that axe of yours. Well, I was expecting something more. That seems to be the last of them. Compared to what we faced before, though, it wasn't terribly. So this is the indomitable Endo Ebenfall. Who in the seven hells are you? Wait, is that? Yeah, totally not her brother. We have deemed you worthy of our challenge. Come, Marauder, let us test the edge of your steel. Oh, brother, quite literally. Was that supposed to be? Oh, nope. Oh, brother, not oh, bother. Oh, bother. Axe-bound ambush. Oh, I got Fracture on me. No one remembers Fracture. Nameless attackers. Now this is more like it. Someone familiar. Oh, your God, we are not done. Who is this someone familiar? Seems my underlings have proved you poor sport. Very well. I shall take your measure with my own blade. Do not think to show me quarter, Endo, for I shall show you none. Sure thing, Rinzone. Familia Marauder. Prepare to be tested. Familiar Marauder. Nope. Our battle is scarcely begun. You fight well, Marauder. Oh wait, I actually could have been doing my 1, 2, 3. I was just doing 1, 2 because I'm so used to not. I yield. Your strength has humbled us all. It might be enough. We're done here, my colleagues. Drag away those who cannot stand. Your display of prowess was truly impressive, Endo. Worthy indeed. What ridiculous charade. Did he really honestly think we couldn't see through those paltry disguises? Though I'm confident my brother's act was not born of malice, rather he hoped by concealing his identity the trial would seem more threatening, thus increasing its effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one must appreciate his intentions. It is time you return to the guild. Oh, and as a favor to me, please indulge Rinzone in his little deceptions. Subterfuge is not a marauder's forte. I actually love that. Alright then, I don't think, yep, it's still on a 400 second. Boop. 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 Alright. Sorry, I got mauled by a cat while you were away. Don't mind my injuries. Endo, I have heard of your skirmish on Salt Strand. You did well to topple an opponent of such formidable skill. But let us not dwell on the nature of those masked men. What is important is your triumph in the face of overwhelming odds. Your fellow marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in this guild. Guild's name. They stand behind you, one and all, and as you prepare to overcome your greatest trial yet. The time has come for you to bring Kujata's bloody rampage to an end. When next we hear his horrible horned head, when he next rears his horrible horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade in his skull. Yeah. I still would rather not do a dual piece. I know that it serves its purpose, but I would just as soon not. Bringing down the mountain. Yeah, see, there we go. Yeah, instead of having to replace 2 pieces. Axemaster Rinzone appears to have some urgent news for you. Endo, your confrontation with the beast is at hand. Kujata has made his presence known. Reports place the creature to the northeast of Red Rooster's Stead, in the vicinity of the Grey Fleet. There is little more for me to say but this: harness all the strength you have, built through your labors of sweat and blood, and unleash its full fury upon Kujata and his menagerie of scavengers. Sigurd yet lies abed, trusting in your strength and praying for your victory. I ask that you go to the lad before the battle and tell him you venture forth to fell the object of his vengeance. Such news should cheer his ailing heart. The time has come, Endo Heavenfall. May your axe strike deep and true. I need to look and see. If I go to the Fisherman's Guild, do I have the ability to catch a ferry to Costa del Sol? I do. Awesome. Because I'll need that for, no. Residential district. Honestly, I think if I had the, the gill, I would try and get a house. No, leave the residential district. Alright, where's my brain damaged little buddy? Oh, he's awake. Hendo, I'm sorry for making trouble. Nah, it's alright. You just almost died. No, I deserved what I got. It's my own fault for not believing in you. But you came back anyway. And now you're going to take that axe to Kujata's head, ain't you? I know you can beat the bastard. You got to. Absolutely. I heard Kujata reared his ugly head again, and I reckon you'd be too far. I reckon you'd not be too far. I hope you won't object to me lending what aid I can. We've been through much, you and I. And I would see this tale to its end. Broenbar, well, he felt much the same. So here we are, a pack of 2 to offset a ravenous beast that follow in Kujata's wake. Might be as I'm sticking my nose where it ain't wanted, but I couldn't abide the thought of you facing that monster solo. Kujata's got his friends. It's only fair that you've got a couple too. And what are friends for if not to lighten your load? I already did some of the groundwork for you. Seems like the farmer and his wain here have fallen victim to the fiend's pack. If we follow the trail of destruction, it might just lead us to the big bugger himself. So glad they added the ability to summon your mount and run at the same time, or move, I should say. What did that say? You find a pot that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. And cat old tired. I don't know why I just didn't use the thing. You find a barrel that appears to be dragged from the farm as waned. Strider. You know Marble. You find a crate that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. Giant oxpecker. I'm not 100% on that name. Feel like we might need to take another crack at that one. Overturned Wayne. Bringing down the mountain. Sink to level 34. The thing's not exactly stealthy. How does it just appear there? Hope you kept your neck clean, bud. Boop. Boop. This is it, Endo. Send the beast to the abyss. Focus on the fight with Tsukasa. Leave the hyenas to me. Nah. I'm, just gonna do my thing. Be on your guard. He's up to something. Oh, Malady. You barely closed your wound. What has he done to you? What wound? Can I stun you? Boop. I can, but I ate that because I kind of toggled around on it. Oh shit, he's getting his ass beat. Probably didn't help by bringing the big bastard over to him. Endo. Maybe don't come over. Oh, okay, never mind. You got it in a squirt. It appears our timing was fortuitous. The Axemaster carried me here so I could see. You did it. You really did it. Ma, Dad, do you see? Endo killed the bastard. He's finally dead. Thank you. Thankfully. Endo, do you reckon I could learn to swing an axe like that? When I'm bigger, I mean. I want to protect folks, too. Keep them safe from, monsters and things. You've already got the determination in your heart. If you train hard, then naught is beyond your reach, young man. Then that's what I'll do. I'll train every single day. You see, I'll be the strongest hero there ever was. Good, give me a break in the future. I'm gonna need the time off. I saw it with my own eyes. I can still scarcely believe it. You brought down the mountain. It's done, Endo. You have answered the boy's prayers and upheld the pride of the guild. Hold your head high, Marauder. I shall be awaiting your triumphant return in Limsa. Well done, Endo. I knew from the moment we met that you would rise to meet any challenge. Yes, I can return. Cool. Save the ticket. Marauder's Guild. I should be able to take the quest to, That was truly a mighty feat, Endo. Never have I seen a marauder so dedicated to attaining the pinnacle of his discipline. In recognition of your achievements, I, Axemaster Rinzone, pass on to you our guild's final technique, the thrill of battle. This skill teaches you to embrace the fear and danger of combat, allowing you to push well beyond the normal limits of your stamina. Though the thought brings me both joy and sadness, there is not more I can teach you. May the memories of your time here at the guild sustain you as you strive for ever greater heights of perfection. Experience now shall be your tutor. There will always be greater foes and deadlier challenges on which to test your blade. Of that I am certain. You enter the realm of our craft, in which even I have never set foot. I only hope that when you reach the very boundaries of our arts, you will return to share your triumphs with us. Until then, Endo, may your axe ever swing true. Bum 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 bum. Yep, there it is. Pride and duty will take you from the mountain. Axemaster Rinzone needs an adventurer he can trust. Ah, Endo, just the man I was hoping to see. Aye, it's plain as day that you've no equal in our guild, and I've a task that I'd entrust to no ordinary marauder. To wit, I just received message from an old comrade in arms of mine, who now serves as a guardsman in Costa del Sol. It would seem that fighting's grown fierce in those parts, and he finds himself in dire need of reinforcements. Mind you, this man is no white-livered whelp. He can wield an axe with the best of them, as evidenced by Master Geguruju paying good coin for the service of he and his men. No, an enemy who could fluster the bunch is not one to be trifled with. I've sent Sokawib on ahead to tend to the wounded. Seek her out upon your arrival, and she'll apprise you of the situation at hand. All right. Yeah, you don't get anything at 30 anymore, because you used to get Defiance, if I'm not mistaken. No. Yes. No. I can't remember. This ferry is bound close to the soul. Yes, we go there. Eastern Lenosha. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'll be spending some time in here in the near future. Boy, I sure look forward to doing the Trial of the Hero. Such a great portion of story. Can't imagine this game being any better without it. Alright, slip the whip. Endo. Ever the sight for sore eyes, a nasty bale of turtles has been preying on this area of late, snapping and gnashing at everything in sight. Why, even the best men that Master Geruju could find himself, no match for the creatures. Word has it the beasts have been sighted swimming in from the lightly guarded northern shore. I would send you there to investigate the cause behind their burgeoning numbers. Oh, I get to go and be a... Oh, there we go. Fell Demon. Right, that's the older brother, if I remember correctly. Because that's not the mountain. And that's not Curious Gorge. That's his brother, if I remember correctly. Ugh, damn it all. Endo, we must see to the beast. I hate Labrys's. Prefer Executioner X styles. There's no end to them. Prepare to fall back. There's the man. I'll see to the shell batch. You whelps just try not to end up in the end of this turtle grub. That axe. I've not seen its likes in... Endo, we must do what we can. I'm jealous that he still has Butcher's block. Great sprite. Give me back Butcher's block. Curious Gorge. I should send them scuttling back to their nests. You can call me Curious Gorge. One remark about the name, and I'll rip your ugly heads from your shoulders and suck the marrow out of your twitching spines. You two are guards from Costa del Sol, I reckon. Not as much. We are of the Marauders Guild, sent here by Axemaster Ridzoan to assist in the defense. I am Sokolweb, and this is my comrade, Endo. From the guild, you say? Well, blow me down and call me a boggy. Had you told me sooner, I'd have introduced myself with proper respect. You're Endo, right? We've only just met, but I can see in you strength not found in ordinary men. What say you unleash the beast within and become a warrior with me? A warrior, you say? So it was you I saw brandishing battle techniques I had thought lost in the sands of time. Lost? Perhaps in these parts, but where I come from, the way of the warrior is alive and well. My tribe has been handing them down for years, thousands of years. Yet our members dwindle with every new summer, and this is why I left the mountain, where I was raised, to come here. What say you, Endo? If you would walk the path of the warrior with me, seek me out at Hidden Falls. The warriors of old. We have all heard the tales, but never once did I dream that I would meet one in the flesh. My memory is cloudy, but many years ago it was said there was a young marauder in the company of heroes who would unleash crushing blows thereafter unseen by his comrades. When the company disbanded, he vanished, never to be seen again. Might that be this Curious Gorge? I cannot vouch for the man's identity, but there can be no denying the display of strength we saw today, nor that he is taking a liking to you, Endo. This could be an opportunity for the ages. Hidden Falls, was it? Were I in your boots, I would head over there without delay. I want to say it's this one, but that's... You got some balls. I do love that he's training against the waterfall. I knew you'd come, Endo. Let us begin. Any man can take up an axe and call himself a marauder, but to become a true warrior, he must prove that he can tame the inner beast that guides the blade. I witnessed your battle with the turtles, and I must say I was impressed. You have proven yourself far more worthy of this than I could have imagined. In your hands lies the soul of the warrior, a crystal within which the deeds of 1,000 warriors from history are recorded. For countless generations, the soul has been passed on to those in my tribe who choose the path of the warrior to guide them and aid them on their journey. When your inner beast awakens, the runes will resonate, further empowering your will and granting you such strength as you've never thought possible. Today, there is cause for celebration, my friend, for through you I have ensured that my tribe's legacy will endure. Yes, it is for this day, this moment, that I came down from the mountain. Yet however earnestly I pursue my goals, I cannot deny the fear inside me that my mission will ultimately end in failure. But you see, while I style myself a warrior, the truth of it is I left the mountains before my training was complete. And while I carry with me the chronicles of my ancestors, dealing the ancient arts of war, I lack the ability to fully decipher the test. Yet, there was still hope. There may still be hope. For there is another who fled my village, one who shared my dream in passing on the techniques of the tribe and can read the tone. My brother. Without him, I fear there is little more I can teach you at this time. But that will not discourage me from continuing my studies of the Chronicles, nor shake my belief that The further secrets will soon reveal themselves to me. Until then, I ask that you use your knowledge I've passed on to you and continue your training. You must strive to harden your will so that it may endure to the strain of future. Until then, I ask that you use the knowledge I've passed on to you and continue your training. You must strive to harden your will so that it may endure the strain of future burdens. Good luck, my friend. Armory unlocked. Warrior unlocked. You've unlocked a new job. Yep. The next warrior quest will be available from you reaching 35 for Curious Gorge. Jobs. Alright. Bam. There we go. Now now it looks right. Alright, okay, they are still locked behind quests. I want to get this, but I can't right now because it's not part of 1 to 30 for the purposes of the story, so I have to wait until I get caught up to then. Where was I? Oh yeah, I need to go back to Britannia. I think I'll stop this stream there. This recording is a better way of putting it. I'll plant myself in front of yes, but also... Oh, cool, it actually did change it to warrior. Good. Like, yes, but also no. Alright. That's a good little bit of progress that I made. How long was that stream? Almost 3 hours?